Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the K-drama Mr. Plankton, which you can watch on Netflix. It has 10 episodes, and if you don't mind watching a sad drama, then I would definitely recommend this one. Let's get into what it's about. So, the male lead is played by Woo Do-hwan, and he has an illness that is going to kill him in his brain. He basically has a tumor that's going to kill him. And the female lead, who's played by Lee Yu-mi, is his ex, and she's about to get married. So he locates her where she's about to get married and basically kidnaps her from her wedding so that he can go on a trip to find his birth father, because he finds out that his father was a sperm donor. So he goes to all these different cities and he's trying to figure out who his father is. So ultimately it's a story about trying to find who you are, and eventually, like, in the end, he ends up realizing that all he is, I guess, the person that is loved by the female lead. So yeah, if you want to check it out, check it out. I will tell you that it's very sad, it's going to make you cry, so if you don't want that, don't watch it. Otherwise, go ahead and watch it on Netflix. So let's get into it. So I really enjoyed Mr. Plankton. I enjoyed the journey to them trying to figure out who his father was, as well as the fact that the female lead really wants to be a mother, and she finds out in the first episode that she has early menopause and will not be able to have children, and it just makes her sob. Like, she so desperately wants a child, but she's not going to be able to have that. So they both are looking for something and yearning for something that they can't achieve, and the reason why they broke up in the first place is basically because the Merlin had like these deep-seated insecurities about being with her, because he has really strong abandonment issues, to the extent that he essentially pushed her away and then blames her for basically allowing herself to be pushed away by him, if that makes sense. And so she moves on. She's about to get married to this like older dude from this really wealthy family, and he takes her and he's like, go on this trip with me, I want you with me, you always used to make me laugh, let's go on this trip. She's fighting him for like the first 5 episodes, wanting to go back. Like, she's trying to escape, trying to go to all these different places, like, get me back to my husband. But eventually, like, she kind of like stops trying because he keeps getting her back every time she tries to run away. And they go on this trip together. And it's about them basically figuring out that they only have each other, and they're the people to each other that's like, you're my person sort of thing. Like, there's really nobody else for them, because in the end, the Melody realizes that he didn't really find his father, but the journey was still fun, because as he lay dying in the snow in the show, he realized that at least he was loved by the female lead. And she even admits at the end that she loves him too. And there was a point in the drama where they nearly separate again, because she gets stabbed by these gangsters that are chasing him, because he went to the gangster's wedding and basically tried to kidnap the bride. Successfully, actually, kidnapped the bride. And so the guys are chasing him and they stab the female lead, and so he tells the female lead to just go back to her husband, and she's like, actually, I'm not going anywhere because I love you. And her husband, by the way, is fully aware of everything that's happening. Like, he knows that she loves the male lead and stuff like that, and he just kind of leaves them to themselves. But I like to think as well that at the end he probably reunited with the second male lead, because he was a very, very sweet man who was also very understanding. And he also said that the only woman for him is the female lead. Like, he can't really imagine himself being with anybody else but her. So the male lead dies at the end, he's like dying in the snow, he's bleeding out. And his last words that he doesn't really say out loud, but in his head, is that I love you to the female lead. And she also says out loud that she loves him. And then he dies, and it's really sad. Like, the OST is pretty much an English song, all the leaves are brown. It's pretty much an English song, so it's pretty good. It matches the vibe of the show, like the kind of chaotic vibe of the couple and this journey they're taking together. And it really is just a story about yearning and then being able to actually get at least something that you want out of that yearning. Like, they still had a bunch of unfulfilled desires, but they found a way to make do with what they had, because they only had each other. And it was 10 episodes. I think it was a really, really good amount of episodes for what it was. The kind of story it was, just a journey of love, I would actually say, which is interesting considering the subject matter, but it was really beautiful, and I really enjoyed the couple's chemistry and all their bickering, and it was honestly just a really fun journey. It was sad, like I did cry, but it was still so much fun to watch, and I do recommend it. I rated it. I rated it a 9 out of 10. No, I actually gave it 10 out of 10. There wasn't really anything I didn't like about this drama. It was pretty new for me. I've never really watched anything like this. It felt pretty unique. The melody was super interesting. I liked the acting. I liked the OST. I gave it a 10. Like there wasn't really anything that I didn't like about this drama. And as I said previously, if you don't mind something sad, I do recommend that you go and watch this. Thank you for listening to my video. If you like my channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, please hit the like button below. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful day or evening or afternoon. Bye bye.